Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Vanessa of Savannah's Beats. Thank you for clicking on the video. In today's tutorial, we are going to be making these trendy semicircle beaded bags, and we are going to be doing it in two different methods. So please make sure you watch the entire video to the end. Do not forget to like, comment, subscribe, click the notification bell, share this video, and please share your creations with me on my Instagram when you've created yours. And without further ado, let's get into the tutorial. Hey guys, so in today's tutorial we are going to be using point 0.7 fishing line. We're going to be using size 10 or 10 millimeter sugar or square beads, and you're going to need a pair of scissors, and that is basically it. So without further ado, let's get right into the tutorial. So you're going to cut whatever length of fishing line that you're comfortable to work with, and you're going to pick up 6 beads. I'm going to string all the 6 beads on one end of my fishing line, so that's 2, 3, 4, 5. Here's the 6th one. I'm going to cross like so. Just going to cross. So this is okay. So this is row 1 right here. Row 1 is a ring of 6 beads, as you can see. Now we're going to start on row number 2. And row number 2, row number 2 is another ring of 6. So we have our fishing line attached to 1 bead. So we need to pick up 5 beads. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we are going to cross with the 5th bead like this. And we have another ring of 6, which looks like this. Okay, so I said row number 2 is going to be rings of 6 surrounding our ring of 6 from the first one. Okay, so I'm going to insert my fishing line to the following bead of the previous row of our first row number 1, and I'm going to pick up. Now my fishing line is attached to 2 beads, so that means I need to have 4 beads in order to complete our ring of 6. So this is 3, and I cross. This is 4. So I'm just going to cross, and we have another ring of 6 like this, and I'm going to insert my fishing line to the following bead like that, and I'm going to pick up 4 beads again. 2, 3, 4. So I'm picking up all these beads on my left fishing line, and I'm crossing with the right fishing line, and the right fishing line goes into the beads from the previous row. Okay, so I'm just going to continue doing this until I get to this last bead here, and I'm going to show you what to do when you get there. Okay, so here we are. I'm just going to insert my fishing line into the following bead and into that very first bead of the row. And now my fishing line is attached to 3 beads, so that means I need 3 beads to complete our ring of 6. So just string 3 beads and cross with the 3rd bead, just like this. Okay, so this is what we have. This is our row number 2, and we have this shape going on right here. Now row number 3 is going to be made up of alternating circles of 5 and 6. Okay, so wherever you see these pointed places of this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-sided shape that we have here, wherever you see these pointed places, know that we're going to have rings of 6, rings of 5 on these pointed places. Then these 2 beads in between each pointed place, we are going to have rings of 6. So let me demonstrate. Right now my fishing line is crossed on a bead that holds that I'm supposed to have a ring of 6. So I'm going to insert my fishing line into the 2nd bead, which is going to help me complete my ring of 6. So right now my fishing line is attached to 2 beads, and I need a ring of 6, so I need to pick up 4 beads. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to cross with the 4th bead like that. So that is my first ring of 6. Then I'm going now to a pointed area of this our 6-sided shape. I'm going to insert my fishing line into that pointed part, or into that angle. And since my fishing line is attached to 2 beads, I'm going to pick up 3 beads in order to complete a ring of 5. Okay, just like this. Then I'm going to insert my fishing line into the next 2 beads, and inserting the next 2 beads means I'm going to be working on a ring of 6. So I'm going to pick up 3 beads. I'm going to cross the 3rd bead. Now whether you're working in a ring of 5 or you're working in a ring of 6, you are going to be picking up 3 beads for this entire row in order to complete the row. Okay, so I'm just going to work. I'm at the corner now. I'm going to work until I get back to where I started. If you feel like you're not going to remember where you started from, please use a colorful thread, and mark the beginning of your work. Okay, so we are at the end. So I'm going to insert my fishing line to the following bead and into the very first bead of that row. So I need 2 beads because my fishing line is attached to 3 beads, and we are working on a ring of 5, which is going to help us to finish off the row like this. Okay, so this is our circle right now, And to continue, we are going to, this is the third row, so the fourth row is going to be rings of 4. Okay, now I'm going to take the fishing line on my left, pick up 3 beads, and I'm going to cross with the third bead. This is where we're going to start making a semicircle shape. Okay, so please pay attention. I'm going to be working, I'm going to set my fishing line into the flowing bead, then I'm going to pick up 2 beads like this, and I'm going to cross with the second bead. Set your fishing line into the flowing bead, pick up 2 beads, and you're going to cross the second bead. Now I'm going to show you guys where you're going to end. Now from where you started here, you're going to count 5 extra beads and mark them, because we're not going to be working on those 5 beads. So this bead I haven't worked on it, so I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All these 5 beads here, I'm not going to work on them. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not going to work on these 5 beads, so I'm going to work on all these other beads except these 5 beads. So these my 5 beads are attached to, first of all, this is a ring of 5. This is a ring of 5. I have a ring of 6. Then I have a ring of 5 again. So I have half a ring of 5 because we have just 1 bead from this ring of 5. We have 2 beads from this ring of 6, and we have 2 beads from this ring of 5. So I'm not going to work on any of these beads. So when I get there, I'm going to show you guys what to do. Okay, so this is where we are. Remember I said we should count 5 beads, so we haven't worked on this bead right here. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is our last bead right here. Now, under normal circumstances, you're just going to pick up 2 beads to this fishing line and cross, and that is going to be okay, except the next row that we are going to be working on, we are going to have a reduction. We're going to have a reduction. So we want to work in a way that our fishing line is going to pop out of this bead here. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the last bead we need to work on. I hope you guys can see. So this was my last crossing bead. I just thought I should remove it so you guys can see. So under normal circumstances, this fishing line on your right will enter this bead, and this bead is going to pick up 2 beads and you're going to cross, okay? But this time, what you're going to do is, you're going to insert that fishing line into the following bead. But with this same fishing line, you're going to pick up 2 beads, and we are going to cross with this crossing bead at the back here, okay? Like I said, we want to do a reduction. I have a class on how to do reduction on this channel in case it's not clear. And just like that, as you can see, our fishing line is here, and we still have our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 beads that I said we should not work on. But now we want to skip this ring of 4 here and move our fishing line here, so that we are going to have a reduction. So this same fishing line on my right, I'm going to move it till the fishing line comes out of this bead. So like I said, we are moving backwards, and I just want my fishing line to come out of the second bead. So this other fishing line too, I'm going to make sure that it comes out on this other side of this bead, okay? So this is our first ring of 4 here, but we decided to put our fishing line in the second ring of 4. So the next thing we are going to have is rings of 5, okay? So the fishing line on my left, I'm going to pick up 4 beads because my fishing line is really attached to 1 bead. I'm going to pick up 4 beads, and I'm going to cross with the 4th bead. Just like this. Then I'm going to insert my fishing line into the following bead. As you can see, this place is looking flat, so a semicircle is forming. I'm going to pick up 3 beads from now on. I'm going to be crossing with the 3rd bead, and I'm simply going to do that around this entire place until we get here. And when we get here, I'm going to show you guys what to do. When we get to the last but 1 bead, I'm going to show you guys what to do. Okay guys, so we are almost getting to the end, and obviously we are not going to reach the end because remember when we started this row, we skipped one of the rings of 4. So we're going to do the same thing. So we are the second to last bead. So this is row 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Row 5, which is made up of rings of 5. So I'm going to insert my fishing line into the following bead like I normally would, and we want to do that decrease again, right? So I'm going to pick up 2 beads with that same fishing line, which is the fishing line on my right. I'm skipping this ring of 4 here. I'm going to pick up 3 beads, and I'm going to cross with the 3rd bead. Okay, so this is what we have, right? This is what we have. Now, this is our ring of 5 here. And when you pick up those 3 beads on this fishing line and you cross with the 3rd bead, automatically it moves to this bead here. We don't want to work on this protruding bead of this ring of 5 here. So this is like basically skipping another bead, okay? So now this next row, which is row 6, I believe, is going to be made up of rings of 6. Okay, so I've inserted my fishing line. Make sure that my fishing line is attached to 2 beads. Like I said, this is row 6. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Row 6, make sure your fishing line is attached to 2 beads. Then you pick up 4 beads. This is 3. I'm going to cross with the 4th. And as you can see, this part is still looking nice and flat. I'm going to continue right now by inserting my fishing line into the next 2 beads. And now my fishing line is going to be attached to 3 beads. I'm going to pick up 2 beads in order to complete that ring of 6, and I'm going to cross with the third bead. Cross with the third bead like this. Insert a fishing line into the following 2 beads. So I'm just going to insert my fishing line into 2 beads until I get back here, making sure that I am skipping out on this bead. But when we get there, I'm going to show you what to do. Okay guys, so here we are at the end. I'm going to insert my fishing line into the following 2 beads. Right, remember we skipped this 1 bead here of this ring of 5, so we are still skipping that 1 bead. So I'm going to pick up 3 beads. I'm going to pick up 3 beads, and I'm going to cross with the third bead. This is what we have, and we are still going to skip this 1 bead of the 6 beads here, right? This 1 bead here of the 6 beads, and this is our next row, which is row number 7. Is going to be rings of 4 only. So I'm going to pick up 3 beads because my fishing line is attached to 1 bead. Pick up 3 beads, cross with the third bead, insert my fishing line to the following bead, pick up 2 beads, cross with the second bead, and I'm going to continue like this with rings of 4 for the entire circle. As you can see, our semicircle is forming for the entire circle, and when we get to the end of the circle here, I'm going to show you what to do next. Okay guys, so we are almost at the end. We're almost at the end with our 4 rows, our circles of 4 for row number 7. So now I'm just going to insert my fishing line into this following bead right here, and then I'm going to pick up 2 beads, and I'm going to cross. Remember, we are skipping this 1 bead here of this ring of 6. So right now our semicircle is done. This is one side of our back here, and we are going to start building the corners right now. So this is our side. I'm going to build the corner right now. Building the corner is really simple. It is just rings of 4, but they are going to be standing up straight, sort of. Okay, so I'm going to take the fishing line on my left. I'm going to pick up 3 beads, cross with the third bead, like this. I'm going to insert my fishing line to the following bead, right, and pick up 2 beads, and I'm going to cross with the second bead. So this is what we want our ring of 4 to look like. It should be standing up straight like this. So you just insert your fishing line to the following bead. We're going to do rings of 4 basically all around this semicircle. Okay, so I'm going to meet you back when I'm done. Okay guys, so I am done with the corner. Like I said, this is the corner we are doing. So I'm just going to finish up, insert my fishing line to the last bead, then pick up 2 beads, and I'm going to cross with the second bead. Okay, so this is what we have. So you could build another row if you want your back to be thicker, but this is where I'm going to end. And everything that I've just done till now, you're going to repeat the exact same thing, and you're going to have yourself another semicircle, right, that we are going to simply join together. Like I said, if you want to make the back thicker, you can do that, but for this one I'm not going to do that because of the way I'm going to do the handle, but you can make it thicker if you want to. Okay, so that depends on you. So to join our semicircle is easy. So this fishing line on my right, I'm going to pick up 1 bead. I don't know how I'm going to put this thing to stand so you guys can see. Then I'm going to insert that fishing line into the matching bead on the other side. Pick up 1 more bead, and I'm going to cross with that 1 bead. Okay, let me just do that and I'll show you guys how it looks like. Okay, so this is what you want. You're simply joining 2 circles together. Okay, that is focused. So I'm going to insert my fishing line to the following bead, like that. Then grab the other fishing line and insert it into the following bead on your left. I'm going to pick up 1 bead, and I'm going to cross with that 1 bead. Okay, so this is going to be an even join. So you're going to repeat the exact same thing. Insert both fishing lines into each bead, pick up 1 bead and cross until you've joined your entire back together, until this entire semicircle is joined together. Okay guys, so this is how I just finished joining our back. This is what our finished semicircle back looks like, as you can see. And now we are going to start building the handle of our bag. Okay, so first off, I want to start by attaching the back right here to the second line here. So I'm going to take off this crossing that I just did. because I want the handle to be firmly attached to the bag, right? So I'm going to just insert one of my fishing line here, pick up that one bead again, then I'm going to go back down into that crossing bead, to that crossing bead right here. Right, so I'm going to start building from here. So I'm going to pick up 2 beads with the fishing line on my left, 3 beads I mean, because my fishing line is attached to 1 bead. So I'm going to pick up 3 beads and I'm going to cross with the 3 beads like this, and I'm going to go down. Like I said, we are working on this 4 beads right here. I'm going to go down, set my fishing line there, pick up 2 beads, and I'm going to cross with the second bead. So we are building a 4x4 tube handle. So you could do any handle. This handle we are going to do is a round handle like this. You could do 2 handles like this. You could do a single handle. You could do whatever handle that you want. If you want to see an in-depth tutorial on beaded handles, I have in one of my beginner in beads class. In that course, I have a class there which I teach you 4 different types of beaded handles and their names and their in-depth tutorials on how to do each of them. So please make sure you check out that class. I'm going to leave the link down in the description box. So I'm picking up 2 beads again, crossing with the second bead, and here I'm just going to insert my fishing line into the last bead here and into this bead, the first bead of the row, like this. And when I pick up 1 bead on this other fishing line, I am going to use this bead, this first bead of the row, as the crossing bead. I'm going to show you guys clearly. So this is what it's looking like. Hope you guys can see, right? So you insert your fishing line into this bead right here. So we're going to start working upwards. I'm going to pick up 2 beads, cross with the second bead, right? Insert my fishing line right here, pick up 2 beads again, and cross with the second bead. Okay, so I don't want to move and go behind, so with this fishing line here, I'm going to use just it to pick up 1 bead. I'm going to insert it into this bead here. Hope you guys can see. I need to insert into this bead and this bead right here, so go like this. And I'm going to cross it with this other crossing bead right here. So our handle is attached, as you can see. So we're just going to keep working around like this. So I'm going to start off. Remember, you always start off by picking up 3 beads. When you want to start a new row, you start with 3 beads. Remember, we're working on this 4 beads here. I'm going to insert my fishing line into this bead right here, the following bead. I'm going to pick up 2 beads, and I'm going to cross with the second bead. I'm going to pick up 2 beads. I'm going to cross with the second bead. That's after I've inserted my fishing line into the following bead, of course. Cross with the second bead like this. And we are at the end. To finish the row, I'm just going to pick up or insert my fishing line into 1 bead, that last bead right there, then into the very first bead of the row. Then I'm going to pick up just 1 bead to cross. And you're going to repeat this entire pattern. I'm going to tell you how many rows when I'm done. So you could repeat it and make your handle of your bag however long you want it. But I want mine to be sort of like a perfect circle. So when I do the circle and it's time for me to attach it here, I'm going to tell you guys how many rows of the handle I did, okay? Okay guys, so this is my handle. This is the handle. So I have 2 rows attached to the bag already, and I repeated the exact same 2 rows on this other side, so I advise you to do the same thing. But for the rows that are not attached, I have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20. I have 20 of them, and I'm going to attach this to this row that I already made. So I decided to do it this way so you guys can easily see. I made a clip on attaching it directly, and I saw that you guys probably won't be able to see it, so I decided to do it like this. So I've just picked up one bead, and I'm just matching up the beads, inserting my fishing line right there. And I'm going to pick up another bead and cross like this. Okay, then I'm going to move around, inserting to the following bead that is attached to the bag, then to the following bead that is attached to the handle, like that. And I'm going to pick up one bead and cross just like this. And you probably won't see this, but I'm just moving it into the following bead again of the handle part attached to the bag, and I'm moving to the following bead of the handle, like that. I'm going to pick up one bead again and cross, and I'm going to pull on everything nice and firm like this. And then I'm just going to move my fishing line until all of them meet each other. So I'm going to move, you can move it in any direction that you want. I'm going to move it like this. Till it comes and meets this other one here. And I'm simply going to tie where they meet, and I'm going to tuck in all the excess fishing line. Okay, so this is what our handle is looking like. Let me zoom out. Okay, so this is what it's looking like right now. Looking nice and cute semicircle bag. Okay, so I've just attached my bag brand tag to the back. This is what it's looking like, as you can see. And of course, this part is completely optional, but you guys know me, I like to add stuff to bags. Okay, if you like it plain like this, that is nice and good. She's looking nice like this, plain with nothing on top. But I like to add some, chains. Right, so I've cut it actually, so I think I have 20 here. I'm going to just attach it to the bag. So I'm just going to go into one of these 4 beads at the corner here, and the bead that is horizontal, I'm going to insert my fishing line right there. Okay, so I've just inserted my fishing line there. I'm going to pick up one bead, pick up the jump ring. I've shown how to attach this chain in one of my other bag tutorials. Then I'm just going to tie it off. I just picked up one bead, the chain, then another bead, and I'm just going to tie it off. So that's all I'm doing for the attachment. Okay, and I'm going to repeat it. Please make sure you measure your jump ring before you do this. If you want her to droop longer, just make sure that you add more jump rings. Okay, so I'm just going to tuck in this line here. I'm going to do this other side, tuck in all the line, then I'm going to show you guys how it's going to look like before we're going to go to the second way that we are going to make this bag. Okay, I think I mentioned in the beginning in the intro that we are going to make it with two methods to make the semicircle bag. So I'm going to meet you guys when I'm done. Okay, so this is what it looks like with the chain attached, and you cannot there's several other ways that you can design your bag. I have an entire video showing you different ways that you can design a bag like this. You could use a scrunch sash, you could use chains, you could use I'm going to link that video down in the description box so that you can have one bag and different styles. Okay, so this is not the only style, you can try many others. So I'm going to show you guys how this one looks, then I'm going to come back and show you guys the second method. So just in case you were wondering, your phone can definitely enter this bag, see, and there is even more than enough space for more to enter. See, so your phone can enter, you have nothing to worry about. Your purse can enter. For all my girls who want bags that their phones can enter, I just said let me put that out. Okay, so I'm sure you've seen how the bag looks like, and you must be wondering why I still have this fishing line here. That's because we're going to do the second method, and that is basically making a tube around this entire part of the bag. Right, we're just going to continue building a tube. This part is completely unnecessary, but if you want to do it, you can. I'm going to show you guys. So my fishing line is here. It's popping out of this bead here. You could just attach a new one the same way, and all I'm going to do now is insert my fishing line into the following bead like this. Okay guys, so the easiest way to make this is just to build it side by side. Okay, just build each row like this till you get to the end, Then you build the other side and you just join it together. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and build the two sides like this. So building these two sides very easy. So my fishing line is here. Just going to keep on grabbing two beads and crossing with the second bead, just like that. Insert my fishing line to the following bead, grab two beads and cross. And I'm going to do that for both ends, and I'm going to meet you back when I'm done. Okay guys, so this is what everything looks like after I've done all these sides. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to insert my fishing line into these three beads here. Then I'm going to pretend as if I'm going to start joining basically. So I'm just going to be crossing. So I'm just going to pick one bead and cross, and that's what we're going to do till we finish joining this part together. So like I said, this part is optional, but I just like the way it looks when you're done. Like, it doesn't really do anything to the shape of the bag, but it sort of still gives a shape. I'm talking like this because I've got fishing line in my mouth. So you just insert your fishing line into the following two beads on each side, then pick up one bead and cross. So I'm going to do this until I get to the end, just like that. I'm just going to repeat until I get to the end, and I'm going to tie off, and I'm going to show you guys how it looks. Okay guys, so I'm finished. This is what it looks like. So that's basically it for the tutorial. Please don't forget to check out the other video where I show you different styles that you could design a bag like this. So tell me what you think that in the comment section. I'm going to show you the little montage of how everything looks. So I'm going to see you there. Okay, so that's basically it for the tutorial. Tell me what you think. Would you prefer the first method or the second method, or the first or the second style? Tell me what you think down in the comment section. And if you have any requests for any beaded bag tutorials that you want me to do, please send it to my Instagram. If you haven't liked, commented, or subscribed to the channel, please do. It helps the channel a lot. And yeah, please guys, don't forget, if you do recreate this bag, send it to my Instagram so I can give you a shout out. If you have any requests, of course, please send it to my Instagram with a picture, and I'm going to get to it as soon as possible. So that's basically it for the video. I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.